Have you begun a plumbing job and you attempt to install water lines somewhere in your house, whether that be beneath your house, behind the walls, wherever? Some houses are slabs, some houses are crawl spaces, some houses have basements, but notwithstanding, you see there perhaps there could be the copper pipes, which in my opinion is a good quality pipe, been around for many years. Then if the newer pipe, more modern or contemporary, so to speak, one may see this PEX pipe, and then so now we have three different colors here, and we have a brown, which is the copper, a brownish looking tin, or what, I'm not sure what color. Perhaps an artist can outlay this information, but then we have the blue, then we have the red. So now the significance of each: the copper pipe can carry hot or cold. Likewise, the PEX pipe can carry hot and cold. But at some point, someone came up with a brilliant idea, in my opinion, that with the blue and the red, and so the blue normally goes on the cold side, which, as one is facing the sink, typically is on the right hand side. The red typically goes on the hot side, which, as one is facing the sink, is on the left hand side. Now, listen to the catch all phrase: as one is facing the sink. So, let's say one crawls beneath their house and crawling around, and you find these pipes. So the old copper pipe, all the pipes may look the same. You might have 3/4, you might have 1/2 inch, etc. So then one may have to trace it back, and it's okay to do this. And one may look at it and they say, well, I think the cold may be on the right and the hot to the left. So, but when you're beneath the house, when you're on the top side of the house, it's an easy scenario because one is facing the sink or kitchen sink, whether that be kitchen sink, bathroom sink, shower, whatnot. That's irrelevant. But when one gets under the house, if one faces the pipes, they may have the cold on the right, the hot on the left. But if they turn and rotate and come at the pipes underneath and you can't see, then it could be flip-flopped 180 degrees according to where your body is located. So so now this is where the color coding helps out. We have the blue for the cold, the red for the hot. So if this is plumbed correctly and everything is plumbed, hopefully one doesn't get their pipes crossed up. And again, don't ask me how I know, because it's happened to the best of us. And again, it may not be a big deal because it just requires more work. You go back and switch it. But if you can do it correctly on the first time, it perhaps may save you money down the road, so you don't have to redo a job, crawl under there, get wet again, drag your tools out, all the accoutrements that go with that. So let's just say if we plumbed it and we put the blue on the cold side and we put the red on the hot side, and everything is uniformly plumbed throughout the home, then when one crawls under the house to do a plumbing or to grab one wants to work on put an ice maker in, well, they know the blue is the cold. So, or perhaps one on the top side of the sink desires to put a dishwasher. They need to find out which line is the hot side. Well, we've got blue for the cold, red for the hot. So now the copper, it would be uniform. So the color would be perhaps, unless it's tied into galvanizing, but you can see a mishmash of everything when one crawls under a house, especially the older homes, and moreover, the newer homes and trailers, trailer parks, mobile homes, condos. A lot of times there's been a plethora of plumbers preceded perhaps one's work today. So that could, in my opinion, there could be a conglomeration of many different pipes cobbled together. But keeping it simple, just keep the blue to the cold and the red to the hot. And if you keep the blue to the cold, red to the hot, generally speaking, the cold side should be on your right side. The hot side should be on your left side. But keep in mind now, again, let me reiterate, if you're standing at the kitchen sink, it's a no-brainer. But if you crawl under the house and you see these pipes and wires and insulation and rocks and dirt and water, debris, perhaps a snake occasionally, a spider webs, so then you get turned around. If you're on one side of the pipe might be on the right-hand side. So if you go 180 degrees and then look at the pipes differently, it may be configured differently according to right hand, left hand. So if you plumb it and kind of color code it with the blue with the cold and the red with the hot, if one kind of adheres just to common practice, it makes it simple. Each job gets easier and easier and easier. Again, blue to the cold, red to the hot. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.